biggest impacts the Industrial Revolution had on business and society was the demand for specialized skills, which put people into boxes. Maximizing your talent requires that you uncage talent and give them the opportunity to use their full range of skills, experiences, and talents, making them more engaged and your company more successful. It starts by having a framework to think about talent. The Industrial Revolution only looked at specialized skills. Eventually, this slightly evolved and some other competencies were sought. This is the T-shaped talent model. The vertical line represents the core skills you are looking for, and the horizontal line describes generalized competencies. If you're hiring a head of corporate communications, for example, you would list strong written and verbal communication skills, crisis management experience, and a bachelor's degree in communications as core requirements within the vertical column. Along the horizontal, you might ask for team leadership experience, ability to persuade the C-suite, and working knowledge of Adobe Photoshop. However, this type of model still puts people squarely within a particular specialization box, risking disengagement and turnover. Instead, embrace an M-shaped model. Like the T-shape, make a distinction between knowledge and experience on the vertical lines and generalize on the horizontal line. Taking our previous example, the first vertical column might be about leadership skills, the second about communication skills, and the third about proficiency with various tools. The horizontal line could include various interests, general skills and talents, and other competencies related to how the organization functions. Another way of doing this is simply by grouping and categorizing the essential skills, experience, and competencies within the vertical lines and the nice-to-haves within the horizontal line. In both cases, you will be able to identify and document transversal skills. Regardless of how you do it, why should you do it at all? For companies who want their organization to be fit for purpose in a digital age, then structures must be more flexible. You might still have departments or practice areas, but roles and responsibilities will change based on what is needed at the time. If these are more flexible, then you cannot hire or manage your talent simply by looking at specialization areas. You need to know the depth and breadth of talent within your company so you can deploy your talent where they are needed and know what to recruit. Related to this is having a strong diversity plan. In most cases, companies completely get diversity and inclusion wrong. And it is because they put people into boxes, an old habit from the Industrial Revolution. I'm a perfect example. I was born and raised in the United States, but my origins are mostly Spanish. In America, I'm considered a minority, yet my experiences are very different from other Hispanics in the US. My family came over from Spain before the Declaration of Independence was even signed. Naturally, I don't share many common experiences with first, second, or even third generation Americans from Central or South America. Yet most companies would expect that I do, simply based on my last name. Therefore, putting me into the Hispanic box of your diversity and inclusion strategy is worthless. This is why companies need to look at hiring a diversity of experiences, as these bring much richer insights and better prepares the company for thinking about how to create and nurture authentic communities. For example, if HR was putting together a project team to create an onboarding plan for expats, I could bring my experience moving from the United States to Europe to the team, providing an authentic perspective based on actual experience. But you can only know about the diversity of my experiences if you have an M-shaped talent model. In short, the M-shaped talent model and diversity hiring, or Talent MD, is about having a more human-centric approach rather than seeing people as numbers.